All right, Gordon Ramsay
It's beef
cooked
brisket,
a barbecue
a super
brisket.
cheap cut from the breast of the cow.
First up,
It's
is he?
underused in the UK.
Hey,
but
look at
loved
this
by
clip of him
American
dropping
cousins,
the meat.
and
It
used
looks
for
like it's the same
incredible
clip
delicacies
over and
like
over
pastrami
again.
and succulent salt beef.
Did you see it?
The key to beef brisket is to cook it low and slow.
You want me to do a
make it
mukbang?
tender, and I've got a delicious barbecue-style recipe for dinner.
Yeah, it is. Why do they do that, dude?
We're creating
Hold on. All the money that they have, and they just drop the same beef clip over and over. They didn't turn it, nothing. Oh, also, hold on. Well, let me forget my manners. What's up, Jake?
What's up, dude?
Let's get back to the video. Let's watch this.
Barbecue-style beef brisket with crunchy coleslaw and
What is up with that coleslaw, by the way, too? Oh, let's watch
We're
this.
creating barbecue-style beef.
It looks like it's got a ton of... Oh, okay, it's got red cabbage. I thought it was like all red onion. I was like, damn.
Ollie. Now, you love barbecues, right?
So first off, before we get started here, I would just like to say, first and foremost, I have the utmost respect for Gordon Ramsay. The guy is an excellent chef who has obviously achieved things that I'll probably never achieve. That being said, let's freaking go.
You're gonna help me barbecue this delicious piece of brisket.
Why were there onions all over his brisket, by the way?
Beautiful. It's a very tough.
Whoa, dude, look at this. There's absolutely no whatsoever marbling in this. There's no fat. Like, there's this little piece here. There's some silver skin fat here with a very small fat vein and no fat at all whatsoever. Gordon Ramsay should know better. You know what I mean?
Tough cut of meat.
Also,
so it needs to be cooked.
Let's skip back. Look at this kitchen. Is this his real home kitchen? This thing is amazing. Yeah, it does kind of, doesn't it? But look at this. Look at how amazing this kitchen is, dude. This is this is like a dream kitchen. It's seems like it's clearly been made to film in, so I don't know if it's a real home one or not. Let's see.
Now,
but you need fat in your brisket. You need the fat so that you're able to render it out and get that moisture and that deeper flavor into your meat. So I would stay away from that.
So it gets really nice and tender.
I wouldn't even buy that piece of meat.
Outside.
We're going to actually put the barbecue flavor on there, but we're going to cook it in the oven. Okay? So.
Okay, guys, let's pause real quick, okay? Oh yeah, I know, dude. Like, there's so many vegetables. But let's talk about this real quick. Okay, barbecue is a style of cooking. Okay, if you're cooking it in the oven, it's not barbecue. Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree with Gordon Ramsay here. The barbecue flavor is not possible without some level of smoke. So let's see how he compensates for the smoke.
Mustard powder. Okay.
Okay, mustard powder. I'm into this.
Celery seed.
Yo,
Next. Celery
seed, guys, celery seed is a sleeper in your rubs, in everything. I use celery seed. It's in my sauce. It's in my rub. It does an excellent job of creating texture and giving you like those pops of the flavors, and it's especially good on beef. Right, absolutely. I agree with you guys. I mean, you can cook in the oven and it's great, but it's basically a pot roast, right?
A little bit of salt in there. Okay. What's this here?
Cumin.
What was that? Hold on. Let's watch this.
Okay. Here we have some celery seed. Next, a little bit of salt in there. Okay.
Hold on. That's way too much beef for that little bit of salt. That was maybe enough for one side of it. Okay, guys, salt is essential to cooking good brisket, okay? Let's see if he adds more salt. That's not enough.
Cumin.
2 again.
Cumin is oh,
Nice.
is that what they
Good.
said? Cumin?
Now,
Cumin's
this one.
cool.
Cayenne pepper.
Absolutely right. Right. 2 teaspoons
Cayenne,
of
love
that one as
cayenne.
well.
It's a sleeper. A lot of
Good.
people don't give it the
Now,
credit
what
it
we do-
deserves. It's in all my stuff, pretty much.
Fresh pepper on.
I also love, first off, two things I want to point out about Gordon Ramsay here. Look at like the amount of love he has in his eyes when he looks at his kid. When he looks at his kid, look at the amount of love in his heart, like on his face. Like that's very cool to see. Also, I also think it's cool that his kids can identify the seasoning by just the smell and the look. So let's go back. He's peppering right now, fresh cracked pepper.
Fresh pepper on there. I'll give that a little mix.
Guys, that's another.
Sleeves.
That's a
Come
problem. That is not enough
want
pepper
you.
for a brisket. So, again, the essential flavors when you are making a barbecue brisket is to, but the essential flavors that go into a beef brisket are going to be the. Damn, he's going in. I just got totally lost. Sorry. The essential flavors are the pepper and the salt. Like that's the essential flavor. The pepper is necessary for texture. It's necessary for the just. I mean, you can't have a barbecue brisket without salt and pepper. To me, like I just don't. I'm not with that. I just don't see how it's even possible. I'd be interested to see how this bark turns
All
out
that
if there is
spice
bark.
into the brisket. Almost like you're massaging it in there. Good girl. Come on, Holes, get your hands nice and flat on there.
Yeah.
Good girl.
He definitely
Now
loves
that's
this
nice
kid, man, and I can
coated,
respect that.
Okay. In the spice. So, gas on, roasting tray on. What we've got to do now with all those spices is sear them in. A couple of tablespoons of olive oil
Okay.
into the tray.
Okay, so what I assume he's going to do right here is I assume that, so when you're smoking your brisket, you get a Maillard reaction. That's what creates that bark, right? That happens when all those seasonings heat up and they kind of melt together and they kind of melt into the fat of the brisket, creating that bark. So what he's doing is he's going to try and create the Maillard reaction since he's cooking it in the oven, I assume at this point. So what he's going to try and do is get that same reaction towards searing, which you can do. You can cause that Maillard reaction and get that nice crust, but the difference is it's going to be a crust and not a bark. And anybody who's a true barbecue aficionado understands that there's a difference between a crust and bark, right? The crust doesn't tend to have the same texture. It doesn't tend to have the same pop to it. So that's something to think about when you're looking at a sear versus a bark. They're going to be very different texturally. I don't. Who cares?
Well done.
Very good.
That's getting nice and hot now. You get your brisket. All that spice.
So this is a great move for a pot roast.
So
I tried to do
start
this
colouring
with my
as you start to sear
pork
in,
in the Instapot,
Smell those
and it didn't
spices?
turn out so well because I just
all
don't think the
that
Instapot got
spice
hot
left
enough.
on the plate. We're going to use.
Yeah, might as well not waste the
Want you to get the
spice.
onions?
I'm into that.
Nice and carefully slice them down. Not too thin, but just like
So I'm
you're
not sure
chopping
what's
them.
going on
Take
with
your time.
the onion here. I almost
Smell
wonder
those
if he's
spices
not going to try and braise this.
Good girl. Thank you.
I'm wash my hands so I can
Of
rub my
course.
eyes.
Damn, Holly.
Thanks,
Was
yeah.
homework that bad?
The onions.
Oh no.
No, she touched her eyes
Don't
with
rub
the
your eyes.
onions. No,
got
poor
the colour.
girl.
Look.
Somebody give her a medal.
Brisket. Okay.
See, again, you got a good
Take that
crust
out.
for a
Literally
steak or
30
for a pot
seconds.
roast.
Okay. Onions into the tray, please.
Yeah, I think he's going to braise this.
You see, it smells slightly barbecuey already. Give that a little stir.
I don't know how. Again, a braised brisket is
Nice.
fine, but I don't see how a
Now,
braised brisket
one
can
nice
turn into a
tablespoon
barbecue
of brown
brisket.
sugar.
What does the brown sugar do, Dad?
So the brown sugar, you're going to start caramelizing the
Thanks,
onions.
Jake. I appreciate that, man.
Right, from there, my bay leaves
Where's
in,
some-
please.
Whoa, bay leaf.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yes, please.
You don't put bay leaves in a
Wanna take over?
barbecue brisket, Gordon.
Good. Careful, that tray is very, very hot.
Oh, God,
A
dude.
tablespoon of tomato puree.
Yeah, dude,
Roast that
don't.
off the bottom of the tray.
Okay, this is.
Really rub
Yeah,
it
we're
in
not
amongst the
barbecuing
onions.
anything. We're
Good
just
girl.
braising.
Now
Next,
look
he's
at
going to put in
those
some
onions.
friggin' stock or some
Right,
water or
now-
something.
Time for a little drink.
Did I call that?
Brisket.
Oh, it's beer. Okay, so I was close.
One bottle of beer in, please. So you go in. You put yours in there. I'll put mine here.
Guys, you don't have to put beer in
Good
everything.
health to you and your brisket.
I feel like
Good
people put too much beer and stuff.
Bring that to the boil. Okay, now this is where it gets really exciting. I want you to lift the brisket up and put it on top of the onions. In she goes.
Yeah, so we're braising here. This is not.
Good girl.
This is not barbecue.
And then I want you to pour the stock all
Also,
the way
the
around,
you can
please.
see like the
I'm using
bark is
beef
not
stock,
looking great.
but it
The
will work
color's
with
not
chicken
good.
stock or even vegetable stock.
Excuse me, what was this, Gordon?
I'm using beef stock, but it will work with chicken stock or even vegetable stock.
All right, guys. There are a lot of things that you can use. Let me just hold on. Let's just switch over here because I feel like we need to focus on this for a second. All right, there's a lot of things. There are a lot of things that you can use when braising your brisket. All right, you can use beef stock. Okay. A lot of people do that when they wrap brisket. They dump beef stock in. If you've watched my videos, you know that I like to use a mixture of Lowry steak and chop and French onion soup. Right, that's one of the secrets to my stuff. But that being said, do not use chicken stock. Do not use vegetable stock. It makes no sense whatsoever for you to dilute the beef flavor of what you're cooking when you're doing a brisket. Like, the whole point of the brisket is to have a beef explosion in your mouth. And don't be perverts, guys. This is not the time to be a pervert, okay? Yeah, your boy Gordon Ramsay is hurting my feelings a little bit with this one. I'm going to be honest with you with that thing there. Let's get back to this video.
Once the stock has come to the boil, cover tightly with foil.
You just pinch in the eggs.
I don't like that the onions are in there.
Fan that down, and then you
I think
just
it's
twist
fine for braising.
all the
but
way. So that's nice and tight. That's the hard work done.
Thank you.
Simply pop it in the oven for 3.5 hours, and as it cooks, you can get on with the side dishes.
3.5 hours is not very
First job,
long.
Sweet potato wedges with
That's
some
a very
serious
quick,
flavour.
a quick cook for
Start by making a
even
spice
for
mix.
braising in the
In a
oven.
dry pan, toast coriander seeds
Hashtag
until
beef
beautifully
explosion.
aromatic. Then put them in a pestle and mortar, add salt and grind.
Beef exploded,
smoked
dude.
paprika,
I thought somebody
dried
else said
organo,
that. I had to reread
cayenne
it. I was
pepper,
like, whoa.
and mix. Spice mix done. Now simply cut your sweet potatoes into wedges. Toss in olive oil.
I'm
and
not big
thoroughly
on sweet
cover with
potato
the spice
fries or
mix.
any of that kind of stuff. I like sweet potatoes,
Onto
all
a
right.
baking tray and into a preheated oven for
That's not
30
really my.
minutes.
How many
turning
preheated
halfway.
ovens does this dude have? I
Irresistible
feel like there's just
potato
a
wedges are
never-ending
ready. Now,
wall
to
of
finish off my
preheated
beef.
ovens.
See, that smell just sort of travels everywhere.
Oh, dude, that bark looks like mud butt, dude.
Look
I told
at
you.
that. So
There's just no way when you're braising your beef like that you're gonna get a good bark. It's just not gonna happen. If you look at that again, it looks very muddy. This looks like Fred's diaper when he was a wee lad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with braised brisket, but you know, it's just not. It's not. It's just not barbecue.
now, look at that.
I mean, it must
So
smell
we'll leave
good
that to
because she
rest.
looks very
What
happy.
does resting mean?
Resting means where you've cooked a joint and you just leave it to relax. So it'll make the meat so much more tender. Okay?
So what he kind of was explaining there is, so if you've never rested your meat before, what resting your meat is it's you basically after you cook, the bigger the chunk of meat is, the more time you want to give it, but you just allow the fibers to loosen up. When they're cooking and all that fat is rendering out, like things kind of, the space in between the fibers kind of closes up a little bit, right? So when you let it rest, theoretically, it's going to allow that fiber to kind of spread back out. And when it does that, some of the juices can get back inside of the brisket or whatever meat that you're cooking. Hey guys, that being said, I love Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay's a great chef. I'm sure this brisket's good, but it's not barbecue. It's just not.
Right, coleslaw. Traditionally,
Let's check
you
out this
mix
coleslaw.
Slaw with what?
Mayonnaise.
That's right, mayonnaise.
Or
This time,
you could do it with
do
vinegar
it
or even mustards if you want.
So I'd like you to put the yogurt
There's a
into
lot
the
of
bowl for me,
options, really. You can get wild
please.
with it.
All of it. I'll start slicing the white cabbage and the red cabbage.
That mayonnaise is very
Now,
thin.
from there, a nice tablespoon of mustard in there, please. Give that a nice mix up. Nice little touch.
Yeah, that's a stone ground mustard.
Salt and pepper. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Now-
There's a lot of.
Little cider vinegar.
Gordon
splash
Ramsay
of
is
cider
obviously
vinegar
an excellent cook. You know
in
what I'm
there,
saying?
okay.
Uh,
As
and
I
let's be
shred
honest,
this,
I have
okay,
no
I'd like
business
you, please,
in the same
to get
conversation as
the
Gordon Ramsay.
red cabbage.
But
Just open it
I
up into
would,
there and mix
for
it in at
lack
the
of a
same
better
time.
term, eat that
And
ass
fold
when it
that in
came to
there
this.
As I start shredding. See how it's coming together?
Yeah.
I like to do a red cabbage.
Right, that's all the red cabbage.
Sometimes
Now,
I use
white.
the Heisenberg barbecue sauce when we make it.
So, got that nice vinegary tartness to the slaw, and the yogurt keeps it nice and fresh.
Oh, he used
Last little
yogurt.
bit in.
Okay.
One more little thing.
That's what was so thin.
So-
I missed that part.
Put some nice
Oh,
chopped
I'm sure he is.
fresh
Whoa!
chives in there.
Whoa!
And
What
that'll give it
are
this
we
nice
doing?
Light
Gordon, dude,
flavour.
I was just putting you over,
So-
dude.
Chives
And
in.
now what are you doing? Look, guys, I've never had chives and coleslaw, but it seems weird to me. Maybe it's good. You know, who am I to second guess Gordon Ramsay? But that's what I'm doing a lot of today. I don't know how I feel about chives and a coleslaw. I would try it, but I'm not feeling good about it out of the gate.
How's that? Now taste it with the chives in there. Delicious. So, I would like you
I do
fill up
love
the
how
bowl.
wholesome this is, though.
very carefully lift out
He does love
brisket.
haggis. He got real excited
shy?
about that when we were researching for
oven.
MasterChef, huh?
for nearly 3.5 hours.
Whoa, dude.
So it's been cooked slowly.
Who wants all those onions on there
that
like
sits
that?
on there. Oh my goodness.
I love
me.
onions.
Let me just
They're
show
probably
you what
good
this
on
looks
their
like.
own, but
I'll start slicing it. We'll see.
I want to see what it looks like too. Let's get this mud butt brisket cut.
Look at that.
Hey, yo, hold on. Hold on. Okay, guys. Hold on. Oh my God, can I get the right frame here? Oh Lord. Jesus wept. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. Let me ask you guys this. I know there's some people in here that love to do the barbecuing. So let me ask you what it is that you guys are seeing right here. When you look at this meat, what is it that you think you're seeing? Okay, we got a dry. Okay, we got a couple dries. So what I'm seeing here is, yeah, okay, we got more dries, overcooked. Overcooked is definitely what I'm seeing as well. So I don't know that it's dry. I can't tell. I don't see any juice on the cutting board, but you know, maybe they clean that up. But there are some things that I can tell you here looking at this right away. Do you see that all the fat is denatured out of here? So let me show you. Hold on a second. Let me show you here. Give me 1 second, guys. I didn't know this was coming, or I would have had it primed. Let's go. Okay, beef back ribs, brisket. I'm just gonna keep doing that. Brisket. All right, let's see. Let me see what I'm looking at here. Okay. One more second. Hold on. I know this is slightly annoying, guys. Just hang with me. Hang with your boy. We're going to come out on the other side of this, I promise. I'm trying to find the right angle here. Okay, perfect. So what I want to do here is I want to pop this up. Okay, this is a brisket that I cooked, okay? Now, first off, you can see how how much different the bark is. That's because we got the Maillard reaction with the low and slow cook, right? This took a long time and it melted in with those fats and those flavors. Now you'll also notice we got that beautiful smoke ring. Actually, I don't even know if I could reproduce that. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That smoke ring is pretty banging. Now I want to show you this. This up here is the flat as well. Actually, this is the flat back here. My fault. This right here is point. There's a little bit of flat here, but this right here is the point. Now, I want you to notice how the difference between the spaces and between the fibers. These are still connected, albeit loosely. You know what I'm saying? This over here has just been totally rendered out, and it's almost kind of stringy. So right here is a good example, because this is a fat layer that runs between the flat here and the point here, right? So you can see that those fibers are still there. There's still like some congealing and some fat right there, and you need that in between the fibers of the meat here. One, to hold it together, and two, to keep that flavor right. So it just, when you don't have that, it just, the flavor washes all the way out.
And here's the thing about helping Daddy cook.
I appreciate that.
Here's the
I
perk.
feel 100% confident that
You
if,
get to
if
taste
I
it
battled
first.
Gordon Ramsay in barbecue, that I
Before
would
you
win.
win.
French
so
cooking,
good.
no. Italian
That-
cooking, no. But when it comes to barbecue, hell yes.
Taste delicious. So you got all that wonderful flavour.
I'm not even saying that
Nice
it
job.
wouldn't taste good. I have all the faith in the world that Gordon Ramsay knows what he's
Gas
talking
on
about.
and reduce the
But
spicy juices
this
and
is a
onions
pot
the beef
roast.
cooked
What?
in. Then add in cider vinegar.
Oh, he's
and you've
making
got
a
brilliant
sauce?
tangy barbecue sauce.
That,
Smells nice.
doesn't it?
God damn it, Gordon Ramsay. This is not sauce, dude. This is onions. You know what I'm saying? These are just cooked onions, dude. It's not barbecue sauce. It's
Brisket.
flavored cooked vegetables.
Half. The rest of
It's
it.
just a pot roast, and I'm sure it's a
Very
good
good.
pot roast. But again,
That's a really
like we've
nice,
said a lot of
rich-
times, it is not barbecue.
Spicy.
Period. End of it. It's a pot roast.
Barbecue.
Well, there we go. So if Gordon Ramsay ever sees that, he's probably going to go through all my stuff and just crush the hell out of me, break my whole soul and heart. Wow, that was a good one, though. I mean, that was a good video. There was a lot of good things to talk about in there, and I enjoyed that.